The Galaxy Watch Ultra 2 is one of the most ultra smart watches in the world, and I got the most ultra tips and tricks for you. Let's go. Okay, so the very first thing you gotta try is this. Tap and hold on your watch face, then hit customize, swipe over until you hit low light mode, and change this to auto. Now check it out, whenever the light around you changes from bright to dark, haha, your watch face will also change and make it a lot easier to look at. The cool thing is, this works with 4 different watch faces: the new Heritage Classic, the Sporty Classic watch face, plus the Ultra Analog and Simple Ultra watch face. And some of them show in this green color, which is really cool. But if you want a more fun watch face like this one, then check this out. Okay, so for this, you're going to grab your phone, open up the Wearables app, and go into Watch Faces. Then you're going to swipe down and look for the Photos watch face. It's this one right here. Select it and tap on this pencil icon. Then you're going to tap on Backgrounds, then Pictures, and once you've done that, it'll open up your gallery. And the trick here is to actually select a GIF, or GIF, however you like to say it. You can select more than one as well, and once you've done that, just click on Done, and boom, your Watch Ultra now has an animated watch face. You can even tap the screen to change between each one of those GIFs. And if you're wondering where you can grab these, then check out the link down below. But besides all these slick watch faces, you can also take pictures with this bad boy. So to take a photo, it's pretty simple. You just gotta tap on this little camera icon, and that'll open up the camera on your phone. And now from your watch face, you can control everything. So you can tap for focus, you can even switch between photo and video mode, but there's kinda a hidden trick. If you need to zoom in, all you do is swipe clockwise on the edge of your watch, or to zoom out, swipe anti-clockwise. Sweet! Then once you've got everything lined up and you're ready to snap your pic, instead of tapping this button, you just use your index finger and thumb, tap those together twice, and bam! You can also do the same gesture to take a video, just double pinch to start recording, and double pinch again to stop recording. If this isn't working for you, then don't stress. In Settings, just go to Buttons and Gestures, then scroll down until you see double pinch, and make sure this is turned on. And that's just one cool thing you can do with this double pinch gesture. There's even more. Now, there are a couple ways you can use the double pinch gesture. The first is if you have music or a video playing on your phone, you'll see this little icon pop up on your watch face. You can then double pinch to open it up. That shows you your media controls. And now if you double pinch again, you can pause the music. You guys get it. If you double pinch again, it'll then play your music. It's kind of like turning your fingers into a remote control. Okay, but if you get a notification, you can also double pinch to quickly open it up and just check it out. Or another trick is when you get a call from someone, if you do a double pinch, it'll answer the call.
Hello there.
But if you want to decline a call instead, head back into Settings, then under Buttons and Gestures, make sure this shake option is turned on. And now, if you ever do this kind of double shake gesture, it'll just hang up on whoever's calling. Or even better, right under shake, turn on this knock knock gesture and then tap on it. Because in here, you can choose to do any one of these actions, or you can choose to open any one of your apps on your watch. So I just scroll down to Spotify, selected that, and now how it works is if I just do a knock knock gesture, it'll open up the app without me even touching a single thing. I mean, all these different gestures are really handy, but so are these button tricks. Okay, so in total there are 3 buttons on here, and each one of these is customizable, starting with the top one. So a single press will always take you back to the watch face, but you can change what a double press does, and even a press and hold. So to do that, you go back inside your settings, then to button and gestures, and right over here is double press. And as you can see, you can choose to open an app. So I went with WhatsApp. And for the long press, you can choose to rather show the power off menu instead of the new Google Gemini Assistant, which I'll get to just now, but onto the middle button. This one's called the quick button, and under actions, if you tap the gear icon, you can customize it to open a specific exercise, like running, for example, if that's something you do often. But what I really like are these other features, for example, like the stopwatch, flashlight, camera controller, or even voice recorder. You can choose to open up any one of those. And then for the lower button, this one's normally set to go back, but if you scroll past quick settings and home button, you'll see right over here under short press, you can either keep it to go back to the previous screen or show recent apps. So now the top button can open any app you want, the middle button can open up the stopwatch or any exercise you want, and the bottom button can open all your most recently used apps. But the subscribe button will make sure you don't miss any tips and tricks like these. Alright, now the Watch Ultra 2 got an upgrade from Google Assistant to the new Gemini Assistant. And here are some commands you just gotta try. The first one's pretty simple, but so useful. Set a 180-minute tea break timer, please.
I have set a timer for 180 minutes.
So useful. The second is, take me to your nearest dog-friendly restaurant. And what's so cool is this will actually automatically bring up maps for you. But probably the most useful is, call Sammy for me.
Calling Sammy Sung.
Again, just so nifty. You can also customize Gemini's voice if you want. So on your phone, you just open up the Gemini app, tap your profile icon, then scroll all the way down to settings, and right in here, you'll see the option Gemini's voice. There's a bunch of different options to choose from. So of course, just pick the one that you like.
Maybe I'm your style. Pick me, and I can be the voice you hear.
Another really cool trick you can do is if you tap and hold on your watch face, then click Customize and scroll through the options until you get to Complications. In here is this brand new Google complication. And so now if you want to quickly start up Gemini, you can just straight up tap your watch face. Now that you've got your assistant set up, let me show you some really cool tricks you can do with tiles. Okay, so on your watch, when you swipe left, you open up your tiles, and these are basically like shortcuts. But you can actually customize these, and the best way to do that is by opening up the Wearables app and going into the tile section on your phone. Because in here, you can now tap to rearrange any one of these little tiles. You can remove some just by tapping this little minus icon, or you can straight up create your own tile stacks. You just tap this plus icon, and then you can choose from a whole bunch of different things, like breathing exercises, alarms, sleep stats, you name it. Then once you've created your favorite, you can tap this pencil icon and actually rename that stack to literally anything you want. And you can also add emojis, which is so cool. And another little tip, if you tap this corner menu, in here you can again just quickly delete any stacks or even just drag to move them around. So you could have stacked tiles of your favorite shortcuts, health shortcuts, or even fitness shortcuts. And speaking of fitness, the Watch Ultra 2 can do something really cool. So on your phone in the Samsung Health app, if you scroll down, you'll see this, find your running level. If you tap on that and add in all your details like your height, weight, and the longest distance you've ever run, then hit next and scroll down to start on watch. And what this will do is actually kick off a running test on your watch. And don't freak out, luckily it's nothing too intense. It's just 12 minutes of running or jogging, but go at your own pace. Like, you don't have to overdo it or anything. Then once you're done, you'll get a running level. So I was running level 2, and based on this score, back inside the running coach on your phone, you'll see that your watch has actually created a custom running plan just for you. You can then follow this plan to literally train to finish a full marathon, which is nuts. But probably the best part is when you now jump into the health app on your watch and you go to do an exercise. If you swipe to the right, you'll see this running coach. And what this does is your watch turns into a personal trainer and tells you exactly what to do while you're running. I mean, it's pretty nuts having a coach on your wrist, but so is having a DJ. Okay, so I'm assuming you've got Spotify installed on your watch, and if not, definitely install it, because as soon as you play a track, if you select this little icon, then tap on your phone and select this watch, instead of playing the music through your phone, it'll play everything right from your watch's speaker. Pretty nifty. Or if you prefer, you could also totally connect any Bluetooth earphones to your Watch Ultra. So you just put the earphones or headphones in pairing mode, swipe down on the watch face, and tap on this little Bluetooth icon. Then select your earphones from the list. And once they're connected, you can listen to music straight from your watch without even needing your phone. And an extra little tip is if you want to quickly turn up the volume, inside Spotify, just swipe clockwise around the edge of the screen to crank it up and turn anti-clockwise to turn it down. Sweet. Oh, and did you know the speaker has another hidden secret? Now, this is something only the Watch Ultra speakers can pull off. So if you press and hold the sensor button for 5 seconds, watch out because it'll fire up the siren and it's really loud. Apparently people as far as 2 football fields away can hear it. So if you ever get into a pickle and you need someone to find you, just turn this on. But if you need to quickly call for help, instead just press the top button 5 times and this will turn on SOS mode. Then you just swipe the call icon and it'll instantly call emergency services. You can also choose to change it to any emergency contact you want. So back inside settings under safety and emergency, if you scroll down to emergency SOS, right over here you'll see the option emergency number to call. Then just choose custom number and you can put in the number it is you'd like to call when you're in an emergency. Also, while you're in these settings, head back and make sure you turn on hard fall detection too. Because basically what this does is if you ever have a hard fall, your Watch Ultra will automatically send out that same SOS but on its own in case you can't. So that's a feature that could save your life, but this next feature could save your phone. Okay, now if you ever lose your phone, here's how you can find it. If you swipe down into quick settings, look for this search icon, and if you tap it, your phone will start ringing, then just follow the sound and hopefully you find it. But if your watch goes missing, then try this. Open up the Wearables app on your phone and in here you'll see this Find My Watch option. This will open up a map and show you where your watch was last connected to your phone. That shows where it was last connected, but if it's still connected, you can tap on your watch, then click this ring icon. This will then turn on a loud alarm on your watch along with a vibration so that you can easily find it. But if you don't want to lose your stuff, then under More, just turn on Notify when left behind. And on your watch, head back inside settings, then go to Advanced Features, and right over here you'll see Disconnection Alerts. Make sure you turn on Full Screen Alerts with sound and vibration. And now, if you ever leave your watch somewhere, you'll get a message on your phone that you've left it. Or if you ever leave your phone somewhere, you'll get a notification on your watch. And if you want some more Samsung tips and tricks, then don't forget to like and subscribe. But I'll see you in the next one. Toodles!